Star Trek Prodigy, Season 2, Episode 8 Review. Is there in beauty no truth?
Good for Zero for the time being.
No.
Yeah, as soon as they said it, as soon as they said, "Oh, this, our bodies are sustained by this," it's like, okay, yeah, no, Zero's gonna have to make a decision on whether to stay or not.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen, but at first I thought they were like evil. It's like, okay, they didn't really turn out to be evil, just withholding some truth.
Yeah.
Although,
And I mean, it's kind of culty, but
kind of,
at the same time, they just,
it's so
it's just
pungent.
like, why would you want to leave? You get these awesome monsters trying to kill you all the time when you go dancing through the daisies.
It's so pungent. Okay.
Well, on the whole trying to kill you thing, like, I'm not sure, like, maybe I'm misreading the scene, but I'm not sure that they're actually trying to kill them.
No, they're not. It's more of like,
no,
yeah,
it's more of a fish getting caught in a baleen whale's mouth.
Yeah, because they're
filter
based off
feeding.
of manta
thing
rays,
is trying
basically.
to eat
The flowers.
Yeah,
that's why they have to wear the flowers.
Trying to eat the flowers.
Yeah, and that's
but
because
like,
you get inside of that ray-like thing, and it's like, oh yeah, no, there's like they were able to get in and out of it without it being too big of a problem. So, like, no, this thing is not a humanoid eater. It's
And also, it makes you wonder, if it does like eat you, right, and like it digests the body, that just gets rid of the body. The Medusans can just go like, yeah, okay, body's gone. It's just gonna fly out now.
It sounds like you're stuck in there for a very long time
So
because
it's like
Medusa
a Sarlacc pit.
Yeah, but Medusans are confined. They're non-corporeal, but they are confined by physical parameters, which is why Zero is able to exist within his their little shell and now body.
True, but they can still fly.
Yes, well, hover and stuff.
Yeah.
So they'd be stuck within the confines of the creature unless they follow the mantra of into the what was it? Into the belly of the beast and out the devil's ass.
Well, it may not. I don't know how big the opening is for that thing. Yeah, because what it may end up being is that whole area they were in was just the mouth, and their mouth may be too small. They're the exit out of the mouth into the digestive tract was probably too small. I think it's all a lot of scary stories to scare kids about this, about this. Ooh, this scary manta ray. And so that the whole idea is the fear is the whole idea, is to try and
and not only that, but think of like a baleen whale. They feed off of krill. So if you're something bigger, you're gonna get stuck.
Yeah, it would be stuck in the mouth, and it would just be a matter of, the thing getting close enough to the ground so that you could get out of it. Climb your way out of it. It's not, I don't think it's like, because like, was it? I forget is it a blue whale or whatever? They can't swallow anything bigger than a grapefruit.
Yeah.
Something like that. One of those.
Baleen.
Yeah, one of the filter feed
baleen
whale.
or sperm?
Well, baleen is just the type of feeding the type of way they feed. A sperm whale is a specific kind of whale, and I don't think sperm whales are baleen whales.
That's why that's why I said it was either baleen or sperm.
Yeah, baleen baleen isn't a particular species. Yeah. But yeah, like a blue whale or something has like a throat so small that you couldn't swallow anything larger than a grapefruit or something. It's one of those whales, one of those filter feeding whales. Can't swallow anything bigger than a grapefruit. I wasn't
sure which one it was, so I was saying it was one of those two.
Yeah, and so, but yeah, so I doubt that they could even swallow you. It may be inconvenient to try and get out of it.
Heck, but you could probably possibly kill it by accident.
Yeah. Well, imagine a lot of them will, if they get stuck in there. Like the whole point of that thing is to make you feel fear, which you never were able to.
It's basically their idea of bungee jumping.
Yeah, you can't really. Yeah, they. The thing that they're dealing with isn't really dangerous. It would just be inconvenient. And I think if you tapped on the inside of it, like eventually it would try to spit you out. Yeah. If you were inside
just pull Geppetto and Pinocchio. Just light a fire in its belly.
Light a fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you would mostly be just kind of tap on the inside of it. That's unpleasant. Indigestion. Blah. Spit it out somewhere.
Okay. But, so one little clip I have is so they put Zero in that little bed thing so they could get their new fabulous body. What had happened to her little suit? Because she didn't.
Oh, Zero's their little suit.
Yeah, because they didn't get taken out of the suit before they put it in the pod, but the suit just magically vanished.
It could have been broken down to its component parts because keep in mind, the body was created from just energy matter surrounding them.
True.
So it could have been replicator style where it just took existing matter around them and hey, there's some components here. Let's use this. Let's break it down to its molecular structures and there you go. Humanoid bodies have metal in them. Now it's got a little more.
That works.
Yeah, this is an interesting, and also I made a point of this last week, and I just find it interesting that like last week they were all, why are you trying to act like the captain? This week they're all looking to him to make the decision whether to go to the looking for his permission to go to Zero's see that that planet, and it's like okay, well, which is it? Do you not want him as captain, or are you looking to him as the leader? Which is it? Because last week it seemed like you really hated him trying to be a leader, trying to be the captain, and then now
it's more the attitude he had about it. The last step.
The only attitude he really had about it was doing a captain's log, and that was the only thing that's what kicked off the whole argument was, don't you say captain log, you're not the captain. Like, okay, he's as close to a captain as you have. Like, who do you listen to? Who is the leader that whenever you're up to shenanigans, who's in charge? Who's the ringleader of this little...
Okay, listen. It's the case is when there's trouble, he's in charge because he's usually the one who caused it. When there's not trouble and they just want a decision, they're like, you're not in charge. Or no, it's the other way around. When there's not trouble, okay, sure, you can pretend to be captain. When there is trouble, he's usually the one who caused it. So it's like, you lost privilege.
Yeah, but everybody else is usually went along with it in the first place. So it's not like it was.
But that's why it's
his
like,
idea.
No, we're not listening to you anymore. You lost your captain privileges.
Yeah,
because you just got us into this bullshit.
But you got us into that bullshit too. Come on, like it's not. I didn't do this on my own.
That's what she said. It kind of reminded me of Avatar, like the chambers they used and everything. Avatar, not Avatar, Airbender, Avatar.
Oh, I mean, okay, yeah. Okay, now it took me a second because it's been a long time. But yeah, I guess just yeah. But it was also kind of interesting in that usually this sort of thing, like this sort of episode, is really nice. It's a nice breather episode. Like you're going to do a bunch of stuff. You just got done with a bunch of stuff. Here's a Here's a nice little breather episode. But usually, like the way this formulaic episode would go, the person that lured them to this planet would be malevolent, evil in some way. It's like you cannot leave. He's like, no, it's okay.
You want to go? No. Sure.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, our blessing. Like you're the first one to do it, but cool.
We wouldn't want.
Curious one.
But you know what? We respect your decision.
Yeah, they weren't like, you can never leave this place.
It's
usually like, they would be villainous. Somebody would be villainous, but like, no, everybody was cool. It was like, yeah, no, we want to give you this opportunity, and you're like, cool, this is really cool. It's like, yeah, we'll warn you that, yeah, no, this isn't. You need this atmosphere to maintain this physical form, but if you want to go ahead. That's that's you. Like you're the first one to do it, curious one, but go ahead. We don't have a problem with it. Yeah.
I like the fact that Doll's like, damn it, you're taller than me. It's like everybody except for Jankum is taller than me.
So Janeway knows now.
Yep.
Honestly, she took it quite well.
I just don't think she was surprised much anymore.
No.
Look at the bullshit she went through in the Delta Quadrant. And she's dealing with children from the Delta Quadrant.
Yeah, like, and
they grew up in the Delta Quadrant. She's just like, I know how this goes.
But I do love the fact. Oh, this reminds me of your book. Oh. Shit.
Yeah, it's like your book. Wait, what? Wait, do you mean that love triangle with, or do you mean the time Rodrigo changed? He created his clone of himself with hologram. Oh.
Yeah, I think Janeway read their well, knowing Dal, he did captain's logs, and she probably read those. Well, no, she wouldn't have had might have had the opportunity to read some of them. Maybe they recovered a little bit of it, or something, and like just knowing kind of like he might have found out what it was destroyed before she could, but maybe there was some log thing. Like I'm wondering like how much she knows about what they did while they had the protostar, and like if she heard enough about that, she's like, no, this is shenanigans. This is all shenanigans. This whole group of this whole little ring here, all just shenanigans. Just.
I mean, there's a reason why she keeps them so close. Yeah. I mean, first of all, they helped save Starfleet, but second of all, she sees their potential, and she I see Dal as kind of a Tom Paris type character, where he's got that like cockiness and that like laissez-faire, but at the same time he's got a good heart, and she sees that and she's like, I can work with this.
Yeah, he's a very creative individual, but he thinks in unorthodox ways, which you need those kind of people to get around. But like, yeah, she sees value in all of them. It's like, yeah, they're really rough, they're raw, they have some experience, more experience than people their age should probably have, but and they're raw, they're uncut, but they're
they're the diamond in the rough.
Yeah, they need somebody to polish them right, because if they get the right cut and polish, they're going to shine. They're going to be something, a crew to fear. Or, they're going to be something to, like, but if they don't get the right guidance, they'll just continue to be shenanigans forever. Like, it's like, we can just curb the shenanigans just a little bit. It's just the hijinks just a little bit. Like,
plus, I think she was a little more worried about what the hell happened to Gwen. Like, Hollow Gwen.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it turned out those tentacles did take her.
Yeah, or at least decompiled her program.
Yeah, because like in the last episode, it seems like she disappeared before they could grab her, but I guess they did.
They could have, messed with the her hollow matrix or whatever.
Yeah, true.
Compiled her, because of an electromagnetic force, kind of like putting a magnet a little too close to your credit card strip.
Like I know it was a hologram, but damn, I felt bad for it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta respect the what was her name, Mirel, like the Vulcan chick, because it's like she knew something was up, and she's just like, no, I want to investigate this myself, but maybe we should rope Janeway in.
Yeah, and see what's really funny is, okay, so other than like if the personalities hadn't been swapped around, how long would it have been before somebody noticed? Maybe Gwen going missing would have triggered it to triggered something like, we've seen Gwen in days.
It was 2 days. Yeah, it was 2 days before they like, wait, what happened to Gwen?
Yeah, these people aren't normal at all.
But I don't know what, how long it would have been before they would have noticed Gwen was gone, but eventually they would have. And then maybe that would have led to an investigation of, okay, well, what's going on? Guys, how could she just disappear? Well, I guess you just say that the thing failed, but phased her out or something. I don't know, but like should have drawn eyes after a couple of days of nobody seeing her. But
I mean, there was a story that I heard about somebody somewhere in Chicagoland area, a nursing home, where there was a dead body in the closet for like a couple weeks before somebody found it.
Oh, I thought of something.
So,
what if they were after why did her name just slip my mind?
Are you talking about the guy?
Huh?
Are you talking about the Gwen's people,
yeah,
the bad
Gwen.
guy?
Yeah, Gwen.
Gwen?
What if the aliens are after Gwen because they're kind of like weeping angels, where they feed off some weird tiny stuff?
Or maybe they are paradox eaters. Like the Reapers in Father's Day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Where she shouldn't exist, but she does. So they went after her because of that.
Which would probably also explain why they might be after Chakotay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or maybe they're not after Chakotay. We don't know whether.
We don't know what it is that's after Gwen.
Yeah, we don't know if there's a correlation at all.
Yeah.
The plot thickens. I got it. That food did look good. Although I have to ask, well,
this is why you don't ask what things are made of.
True, but like at the same time,
it's like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. It's amazing. What is it? Oh, it's the bile from.
The stomach juices from a boar.
True, but like at the same time, I know what hot dogs are made out of, but I still eat hot dogs.
I eat beef hot dogs.
Although
so.
I was gonna ask a question, but I kind of answered it myself because they've probably been on that planet for like a very long time, so figured out how to do stuff. I was gonna ask, how did they learn how to cook all that food?
Well, they also might have had visitors. Like, it's not like.
And think about this: Zero knows how to cook. Zero knows how to, do surgeries. Zero knows a lot of stuff. Just because they don't, they don't have a body, doesn't mean they don't know how. So the Medusans, before they gained their bodies, in whatever planets they were in, whatever civilizations they were joined, may have learned those techniques from them. And when they got their own bodies, they're like, oh, I want to try that.
Oh, true. But now I'm imagining like when they first
French fries and ice cream. Oh my gosh, give me some.
Now I'm just imagining though, because like even still, like seeing how like everything's done right. Probably there's like a bunch of trial error. Okay, how does this tastes like shit? And just get like better and better and better. So okay, now this tastes good.
Yeah, but I mean, they could have, if not recipes, because you'd have to make shit up from around. Plus, different people have different tastes.
Oh yeah.
Like, I prefer raw onions. You guys prefer cooked. I think cooked onions taste like worms, which yes, I do have experience in tasting. So, different strokes for different folks. They, there are certain universal truths, certain things that almost everybody likes. So I'm sure it's the same for the Medusans. Like pretty much everybody, not everybody, but pretty much everybody, including lactose intolerant people, like ice cream.
Yeah. I mean, the food was really pretty. And soon, Zero will find the other lost sense. And that is, I have to use the restroom now. Because what goes in must come out.
I was actually just talking to my mom yesterday about this condition where you don't feel pain. People who don't feel pain also don't know when they have to use the restroom, because that is part of the same response. So they have to learn how to time it to know when their bladder is full and when bowels are full, so that they don't have accidents.
Like, part of me would love the no pain thing, but
well, pain
no, you really wouldn't.
You wouldn't, because pain is an important indicator. Like, you need pain to be able to know when not to touch things, when to stop doing things. Oh, I'm taking a nice hot shower. I'm scalding my skin off.
Yeah, and you work
pain response.
If you do anything where you're, dealing with anything, where it's, hot or dangerous, it's like, oh, I just cut myself on this thing, or I burnt myself on this thing, or I froze on this thing. It's like you would have to pick a job where you didn't have to worry about that.
Basically bubble wrapped at all times because you don't know when you get hurt. You could break a bone and walk it off not realizing it's broken.
Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because I've been watching The Blacklist again, and one of the bad guys of the week was one that couldn't feel pain.
There was actually a character in Perception who ended up getting shot and not realizing it because she couldn't feel pain. And so she was a lawyer, like a assistant DA or whatever. And she was in a trial and suddenly just dropped dead of a gunshot that she had received hours earlier because she didn't know she was dying.
Fun. Let's see what else.
You do need that pain response.
Let's see what else in this glorious episode. Rock Talk can dance.
Pog cannot.
Hey, Pog, great dancer. He cleared the floor.
No, he didn't. He didn't clear anything. They were still dancing in the same spot.
True.
He said he can clear it. He clears it the way Pumbaa does. I could clear the savannah after every meal. Just thinking about it, Jankum Pog does remind me of Pumbaa a lot.
Yeah, he's got Pumbaa energy.
he really does. Strong Pumbaa energy.
Well, I can't think of anything more.
Okay.
Does that make Dal Timon? He's the closest thing they got to a Timon.
Oh, God.
Because Rock Timon, she's too smart.
Well, guess I'll end it in 3. See you next week in episode 1000.
And whatever episode is next.
Yes.
I just have it on my Netflix stream, so
yes.
I go to watch it every Thursday.
Boy.